In this video, I'm going to be teaching you a visual rubber band trick done with two rubber bands. So basically, I'm going to take one of the rubber bands and wrap it around these two fingers and put the other rubber band through that rubber band just like that, through this gap, and put it around these two fingers. So at this point, you can see that the rubber bands are quite much interlocked. It can neither go this way, this way, this way, or this way. But if I keep on rubbing them, they kind of like melt through each other just like that, and they free themselves. So that is the trick, and here is how you're gonna do it. Okay guys, in order to do this trick, I would recommend you using two similar color or same color rubber bands, because that way the visual illusion is more effective. Otherwise, if the rubber bands colors are different, then the spectator is going to see when the rubber band snaps out through the other one. So in order to do this trick, all you need to do is put the rubber band through the index and the thumb just like that of one of your hands, and with the other rubber band just make it drop through the gap behind that rubber band and put it through the same fingers, that is the thumb and the index finger, just like that. And right now the rubber bands will be interlocked, as you can see. Now what you're going to do is, at first you are going to pull the rubber band this side towards the index finger, and then towards the other side, that is towards the thumb. The rubber band is not going to come out, but when you're pulling it backwards, all you're doing is you're pressing over here above the index finger with your middle finger just like that, and that actually keeps the rubber band in place just like that. As you can see that the index finger has already come out, but the rubber band is still in place. Now what you're going to do is, as the index finger comes out, you're going to put the index finger through the bottom loop just like that, which is the loop with the thumb. And then what you're going to do is, as you go back over here, you're going to release the middle finger that actually snaps out the rubber band. And if you go back at the same time over here, the illusion is created that the rubber band is still behind the other one. So basically over here you're going to have this in this position. So this is the first move, this is the second move, and during the third move you're going to pull out the index finger and come over here just like that. So the rubber band stays on your thumb and the index finger, but it snaps out onto the outside. And this move, if you actually do it very quickly, it's not visible to the spectator. And as soon as you come back over here after snapping the rubber band outside, you need to keep the rubber bands rubbing against each other so that the visual illusion stays that the rubber band is still behind the other one. And slowly what you do is basically separate both of your hands, and that way you can create a visual illusion that the rubber band just melted through one another. Now the performance is done in 3 steps. So at first step you do the usual performance, that is this, and this, and then you bring the rubber band back. And in the second step you also do the same thing. You just say to your spectator, this time just look closely, and as you say that look closely, you actually do the same thing. You don't do anything else, you just do the same thing just like that. And on the third time what you do is, this is an optional move. If you don't feel secured, just don't do it, but if you are very much confident, then just do it. So what you're going to do is, you're going to ask your spectators to put their fingers, their index fingers of both of their hands just like that, and then you're going to hook on one of the rubber bands to their index finger just like that. So they're going to hold the rubber band just like that, and ask them to take this hand near at their eye level. So they're just going to put their hand upside, and what you're going to do is just the same thing. So imagine that they're holding the rubber band, and you are just going to put the other rubber band behind that, and then what you're going to do is basically the same thing, and it just snapped away. So while they're holding the rubber band at their eye level, imagine that this is their hand. While they're holding it, all you're going to do is, you're going to do basically the same thing. You're going to pull it back, and then you're going to snap the rubber band out and just slowly move your hand away from the spectator's hands. And this is a nice visual illusion for the spectator because it is happening right at his or her face. And that is why I'm asking you to use same colored rubber bands, because when it is happening real close up to the spectator's face, they are still going to be fooled because of the same colored rubber bands. So that is how you are going to do this amazing trick. And that's it for today's video. I hope you enjoyed this trick, enjoyed learning it, and a subscribe to the channel will be really amazing, because many more amazing contents like this are going to be coming really soon. And thanks for watching. Peace.